Joining me on the platform is Mr. Narayanan Tirupati, BJP spokesperson. He joins us from Karnataka. Syed Asad Abbas, political analyst, is also here. Rahul Ishwar, Hindu activist, is also joining us on the program. And Major Mohammed Ali Shah, Impar member and Muslim intellectual, is also here with us. Mohammed Ali Shah, if you're here with us, I want to take a reaction from you. Literally, I want your reaction on what the High Court said today. Are you disappointed?
Oh, well, I will not say disappointed. I will say that we have to honor whatever the court ruling says. So certainly it has to be honored, and so it would be honored. But at the same time, I would rather say it is a little unreasonable, Vineet, because in schools, yes, there is a uniform code of conduct. In the defense forces, there is a uniform code of conduct. In colleges and universities where there is no uniform code of conduct, you are free to wear whatever you want to wear. So it is, but it should be honored. It should be honored ultimately.
Is that all you have to say, Mohammed Ali Shah?
Well, I would say
you're being quite diplomatic, right? You are a part of the Impar Association. You need to, in fact, let it out. Of course, the matter is sub judice, but the people at large, your fans and the people who are watching this broadcast also need to know how you feel about this. Really, you can't just brush it off by a brief statement. I want to hear more from you, Mohammed Ali Shah.
I would like to also inform everyone over here, the Untitled panel, that the New Zealand police in 2020, they had inducted hijab as in the part of their official uniform. I wonder if people have heard of Zaina Nasser, the German boxer of Lebanese origin, who has won 5 times the under 57 boxing, lightweight in boxing, world champion. She wears a hijab while practicing boxing. And people say it's regression. It's regressive. It is not regressive. It's very, very progressive. In fact, you would only cover something you are very protective about. And definitely hijab, burqa, naqab or abaya is one's personal choice. Today I'm not wearing a 3-piece suit. It's my personal choice if I decide to come wearing a skull cap or not. So no one can say that, but yes, if I am serving in the army, where I have a uniform, I cannot wear my skull cap and come in on the parade ground.
All right, Doctor.
Yes, I agree with Major Shah who said it's a freedom of choice. Yes, there can't be a better point or a sensible point than that. Shah is a brother in faith, but you are my better friend. Rahul Ishwar is a better friend. Sumit Pir is my buddy of the debate. We have no distinctions. Are we Hindu Muslim? We don't even care. We are Indians.
Mohammed Ali Shah, there perhaps is not going to be a decade in the past where such matters were not presented before the court or did not come up for arbitration. Do you think that social media makes all of this even worse? Perhaps a lot of these precedents in the past, went and swept by. But this time around, they have been politicized owing to the easy access people have and give their opinion.
Vineet, you were bang on there. When we were in school, we did not know the religion of anyone, though we knew the names, but we didn't really pay any attention to the religion. All we knew was so-and-so had a good lunchbox, so-and-so was a good footballer, so-and-so was good in academics. That's all we knew. And now it's something so different. Let me tell you, the Holy Quran, in the verse 33.59, states why a woman should wear a hijab for her identity well. I would say a woman who is wearing a hijab or a burqa or a naqab or a baya on her own choice is empowered, as long as no one's forcing her. When someone forces anything on you, whether you cannot wear a abaya, or you have to wear an abaya, or you have to wear a naqab, or you have to wear a burqa, then that becomes regressive. And let me tell you, it's regressive is not by the appearance. It's about one's thinking. Broad-minded or narrow-minded is not by what one wears. It's about one's thoughts and one's actions and deeds. It's about, when I was in the Rajput regiment in the army, we cannot have beards in the army, of course, but we can have different mustaches. I kept a big mustache, a big gun mouche, where in the movie Heather, you saw me with that big mustache. The same mustache I had kept it in the army. I used to wear safas. And that is where in the army again, if I am, there's a very, very dear friend of mine, Colonel Pandey. He led the Republic Day Parade contingent of the Sikh regiment. He used to wear a turban, Colonel Pandey. That thing was Captain Shah, because he used to identify with the troops. Now, having said that, but it is perfectly fine. However I want to dress up as is my personal choice, and my faith is between my maker and me and nobody else. But when there is a stipulated ruling, when there is a uniform, then you have to honor the uniform. But when there is no such uniform, I agree also one more thing, that maybe as people say that 30 days back or months back, this issue was never there. These same girls apparently, so people say, came without abhayas. Fine. Yeah, and it's politically motivated. They say, okay, even if I have to give them the benefit of doubt over there, but they are well within their right to wear what they want, how they want, whenever they want. Say 30 days back if that issue was not there, today they are wearing. Why is it an issue firstly? Why is it being seen as an issue? If everything is fine. And having said that, I will also conclude lastly by saying, if the boys are coming in saffron to protest, they're welcome, and it should not be seen as a protest. They should also be equally respected in their saffron shawls, the way you would respect women in abhayas, burqas, hijab or niqab or whatever you may call it today.
All right. Thanking all my panelists for being a part of this wonderful conversations.